The E1F6 error code on Maytag washers indicates a communication failure between the main control board and other components like the motor control unit, user interface, or door lock. The main control board cannot properly communicate with key components, including the motor control unit that handles washing cycles, the user interface that displays settings, and the door lock that ensures safety. This communication breakdown disrupts normal washer operation and requires immediate diagnosis to restore functionality. Before diving into more complex solutions, try a simple reset. Unplug your Maytag washer from the power outlet for 1 to 2 minutes. This allows the system to clear any temporary glitches. Alternatively, you can attempt a hard reset by pressing and holding the Start/Pause button for 5 to 10 seconds. Plug the washer back in and test if the error has cleared. Loose or damaged wiring is a common cause of communication errors in Maytag washers. The E1F6 error often results from problems in the wiring harnesses that connect components. Carefully inspect the wiring harnesses connected to the main control board, motor control unit, and user interface. Look for frayed wires where the insulation has worn away, exposing the internal conductors. Check for corroded connectors with green oxidation or buildup, and ensure all connections are securely seated. If you find any issues, reseat the connections by unplugging and replugging them firmly, or replace the damaged wires to restore proper communication. To check wire continuity in the harnesses, use a multimeter set to continuity mode. This tests whether the electrical path is unbroken. First, set your multimeter to continuity mode. Look for the continuity symbol, usually a speaker icon. Connect the black probe to the COM port and the red probe to the continuity port. Then touch the probes to both ends of the wire you're testing. If the wire has continuity, the multimeter will beep and show a low resistance reading, usually near 0 ohms. For communication lines, specifically test for 12-volt DC signals. Switch the multimeter to DC voltage mode and check the lines for the expected 12 volts. A lack of continuity or missing 12-volt signal indicates broken or shorted wires that are disrupting communication. This problem needs to be addressed by repairing or replacing the affected wiring. The door lock assembly's communication with the main control board is crucial for proper washer operation. A faulty door lock or its wiring can trigger the E1F6 error. First, inspect the wiring connections. Ensure there are no loose or corroded wires on the door lock assembly. Test the door lock functionality using a multimeter to check for proper continuity and voltage readings. If the door lock tests faulty, replace the entire assembly to restore communication with the control board. If wiring and connections are in good condition, the main control board might be the issue. Control board failure is responsible for about 60% of E1F6 cases. This central component manages communication between all washer parts, and when it fails, the E1F6 error appears. To diagnose control board failure, check for signs like unresponsive buttons or display issues on the control panel. In newer models, use the Maytag Smart app for diagnostic codes, while older models may require visual inspection for burn marks or loose connections. If diagnostics confirm the control board as faulty, replacement is usually needed. This component is complex and often requires professional assistance or advanced DIY skills to avoid damaging other parts. Consider firmware updates for newer models before replacement. Power surges can damage the control board and cause communication errors. Install a surge protector to protect your washer from voltage fluctuations. If a power surge has already occurred, replacing the control board and adding surge protection will prevent future issues. Some Maytag models received firmware updates in late 2025 addressing this issue, so check if your model is eligible. Simple fixes like resets and wiring checks can often be done as DIY projects, saving time and money. However, more complex issues such as control board replacement typically require professional help to avoid further damage. DIY fixes generally cost between $150 and $300, while professional repairs range from $400 to $600. Before proceeding, assess your comfort level with the repair and the complexity of the issue to choose the best approach.